Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not the type to talk big about his career or boast about future plans. He's more focused on getting his job done day by day. While he works hard and sticks to his tasks, he doesn't usually stand out or push for promotions. He gets by through effort, but not by setting goals or trying new things.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to take setbacks quite hard. It's easy for him to get upset or lose his temper, and he might react with frustration or anger when things fall apart. If you're looking for someone who stays calm in a crisis, this might be a weak spot for him.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's the kind of person who struggles to keep smooth relationships at work. While he can be thoughtful and caring to a few close people, his temper and blunt way of speaking can rub others the wrong way. People may respect his hard work, but not everyone will enjoy working with him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he'll mostly feel happy for you because he truly cares and wants the best for you. His pride might come out in quiet ways, not with big speeches, but maybe by helping you with small things or showing his support in actions. He isn't likely to get jealous or try to hold you back, but there may be days when he feels left behind and gets moody.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he might feel a bit uncomfortable at times, but it's not because he wants to compete with you. He may feel disappointed in himself if he's struggling at work, and sometimes he could get moody or frustrated, not knowing how to talk about his feelings. He won't try to hold you back or put you down.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not the most careful with money and can be a bit disorganized when it comes to saving or planning. Sometimes he might spend without really thinking things through, especially if he wants to make someone happy or buy something to cheer himself up after a tough day. Don't expect him to be super strict or detailed about money matters.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He generally lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He's not someone who shows off or tries to impress others with fancy things. In daily life, he's usually practical, even if he isn't always the best at keeping track of money.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's quite open handed and kind, especially towards people he cares about. If someone needs help or a small treat, he doesn't think twice. He'll gladly spend or share what he has. He's not stingy, and his heart often guides his choices more than his wallet.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open about money and not the secretive or controlling type. If you ask him about spending or savings, he'll usually tell you the truth, even if it's not what you want to hear. If there's a mistake or problem with money, it's likely out of carelessness, not from wanting to be sneaky.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in sharing housework and doesn't see it as only your job. He may not be super organized or perfect at chores, but he will try to help out when he sees something needs to be done. If you ask him for help, he will step in, even if he isn't always quick to notice things on his own.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers, not just stand around and supervise. He cares about doing his part, even if he isn't always efficient or perfect at it. But his heart is in the right place and he wants to be useful, not just look busy.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
When there's a disagreement, he often struggles to see your side right away and might quickly jump to defending himself. He can get emotional and argue mainly to prove his point, rather than stopping to listen or understand where you're coming from. Sometimes he'll raise his voice or get snappy, and it may feel like he's not really hearing you.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he may struggle to stay calm and respectful. His temper can take over and he might say hurtful things or snap without thinking. Harsh words or loud voices are possible, especially when he feels stressed or misunderstood.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly, and it's something you shouldn't ignore. His temper can make small problems feel bigger, and it's easy for arguments to become heated faster than you expect. Don't brush it off just because he means well. Over time, frequent anger can put a strain on any relationship.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
It's hard for him to say sorry and take full responsibility, especially right after a disagreement. When things go wrong, he's more likely to blame you or the situation first instead of looking at his own part in the problem. You'll need patience and gentle reminders if an apology matters to you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He cares about your well being and doesn't want to hurt you, but he can be stubborn or get frustrated if things don't go his way. Sometimes, if you set a boundary or say no, he might push back at first with arguments, complaints, or by trying to change your mind. You may need to repeat yourself and be clear, but he does not ignore you on purpose.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may feel rejected or hurt, and this can make him moody, frustrated, or withdrawn for a while. You'll need patience and to reassure him that it's not a personal rejection, just how you feel at the moment.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is not the type to use what happens between you to hurt or embarrass you later on. You don't have to worry about him betraying your trust in this way.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His focus is on his partner and family, and he doesn't go looking for excitement or attention outside the relationship. He may not always express his feelings openly, but he takes commitment seriously.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not really over possessive or the type to act jealous, controlling, or suspicious all the time. While he may get moody or upset if he feels ignored or insecure, his main focus is on caring for and supporting you rather than trying to control where you go or who you talk to. He's unlikely to check your phone, question your friendships, or make you feel watched.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not really a sign of being controlling. When he tries to look out for you or help, it comes more from care and wanting you to be safe, not from a need to control your choices or limit your freedom. He may sometimes fuss or worry for your well being, but he isn't likely to set strict rules or try to run your life.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to see parenting as a team effort and wants to share the responsibilities, even if he isn't always perfect at it. He will try to help with the kids and be there when you need him, though sometimes he may need reminders or guidance on what needs to be done. He doesn't expect you to do everything alone, and he wants to play his part in raising the children.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper at first. He can get easily frustrated by mistakes or noise and might raise his voice or say something sharp in the moment. If you want a calm, gentle parent at all times, this could be difficult with him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will try to support you as both a mother and your own person. He cares about your happiness and wants you to feel loved, not just for what you do at home, but for who you are. With clear communication, he will stand by you in both your roles, not expect you to sacrifice all of yourself just to be a mother.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career at first and later suddenly ask you to quit after you have a child. His support is steady and he doesn't hold hidden expectations about you stopping work or giving up your dreams. He believes in sharing responsibilities and values your happiness too.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just surface level politeness. He may not be super smooth with words or overflowing with charm, but his kindness shows in small, genuine ways like offering help, asking about their health, or sharing a meal together. He truly wants your family to feel comfortable and cared for. He will try to adjust to your family as best as he can, rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to get upset and may not handle it calmly. His temper can flare up and he might say harsh things or become moody, which can make the situation harder instead of better. He doesn't mean to hurt anyone, but patience and smooth handling aren't his strong points.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, there is a good chance that while he may be modern and supportive with you in private, he might expect you to act more like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may feel pressure to keep the family's image or avoid conflict with elders. So he could ask you to dress or behave a certain way during family gatherings, festivals, or visits from relatives. Some compromise may be needed, but you shouldn't have to lose your true self just for show.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his relatives, he may struggle to step in right away. He wants you to feel supported, but it tends to stay out of family conflicts at first, hoping things settle by themselves. It doesn't mean he doesn't care, he just finds it hard to handle these situations.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not the classic mummy's boy, but his bond with his mother can be strong enough that it affects his decisions. In a conflict, he may feel torn and usually tries to avoid taking sides, wanting everyone to be happy. However, if you patiently explain your feelings and help him see why your support matters, he can learn to speak up for you over time.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Most of the time, he prefers to keep personal things between the two of you unless he feels stuck or needs advice. In that case, It's important to talk clearly about what should stay private and why it matters to you.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with this man is a mix of steady care and daily ups and downs. He works hard and tries to look after his loved ones, showing his affection more through actions than fancy words.